Hi, my name is Lena Stevens, and I currently serve as a first grade general education teacher in Southern Indiana. This is my first year teaching, and honestly, I couldn't imagine pursuing a different career. My goal for the future is to be a reading specialist while still maintaining my role as a general education teacher and staying in the classroom. So differentiation can be defined as a learning experience where the approach or method of learning is adjusted to meet the needs of individual students. This can also be called personalized learning or individualized learning. Differentiated learning is not just one strategy a teacher can implement. However, it's a framework of strategies that are mainly evidence-based. Strategies to apply in the classroom would be to use effective classroom management strategies, grouping students for instruction, assessing readiness, and teaching to the student's zone of proximal development. So the zone of proximal development refers to what the student can do on their own and what they can do with guidance. And that can be from a teacher, from a specialist, from another student, just anything that they can do with guidance of someone else. So the differentiation framework calls for adjustments to be made to meet the needs of individual learners. When a student can process the material in a way that works or that makes sense to them, the brain processes the information better, more easier to promote more successful learning. So examples of differentiation is using reading materials at varying levels and providing varying levels of difficulty math problems. So not all students are reading at the same level, and by giving them different levels of reading material on the same topic, they're able to process it at a level that makes sense to them, and they're not trying to, we're not compromising comprehension for being able to read what the text says. So they're getting both aspects still. And with math, again, your kids are not going to all be at the same level. Differentiating those problems and varying levels will help still move your high kids forward and help your low kids still keep moving forward and progressing. Engagement refers to involvement, commitment, passion, enthusiasm, absorption, focus, dedication, and energy. Experts say that we as teachers should focus more on brain engagement than we do with student engagement, which I think is it's different than what I've always learned. Is you want to make sure the student's always engaged, but when you're looking at the brain, you want to make sure that you're engaging all parts of the brain to show whole engagement. So this means that you're engaging all parts of the brain in the classroom. This also means that we're trying to activate certain chemicals in the brain to react. So those chemicals that we are wanting to activate are serotonin, dopamine, cortisol, and norepinephrine. So by stimulating those 4 neurotransmitters, we can fully engage the brain, which leads to an ideal learning environment. Engagement in the classroom leads to better attendance, higher achievement, deeper understanding, and greater enjoyment. A few strategies to promote engagement is to relate the content to your students' interests. So for example, I have one student who really likes Minecraft and Legos, and so for him, we like to relate the problems to, especially in math, to Legos or Minecraft characters. So, for example, he has 3 Legos. His friend has 10 Legos. How many more Legos does he need to match his friends? Next, you can also get your students up and moving. One way that we do that in my room is we use Go Noodle a lot. We also try to play games that gets them up and moving. But we really enjoy Go Noodle sight words and Go Noodle with moving your legs to form letters.